graph first so that you understand what it is and so that we can easily able to interpret it. Now in this graph, let me just zoom in this out for you. Now people, if you look at this graph, every line that you see is a percentile line. Alright, every line you see is a percentile line. Now this is a 2 percentile line, it's going to be 5 percentile line, 10 percentile, 25 percentile, 50. This is the average line. You can see this is being drawn with the utmost thickness. This line is being drawn with a huge thickness, right? So this is going to be 50% line, 75 percentile, and 90, 95, 98 percentile. So the values represents percentile, guys. Now if you look at the 50 percentile curve here, if you look at the 50 percentile curve, that goes like this. If you look at this 50 percentile curve, this tells us exactly half the population falls above that value, half the population falls below the value. Now, when it comes to a range, we have something called as normal range, isn't it? What is normal range? From 5 percentile curve, from 5 percentile curve all the way to 75 percentile curve. From 5 percentile curve all the way to 75 percentile curve, this is considered normal or this is considered average. Which means if a child's data, alright, if a child's data falls in between these lines, if the child's data falls in between these lines, we are going to consider that data as a normal data, doctors. Alright, now you can clearly see in this graph, we are going to compare two parameters. On the x-axis, it is going to be birth. On the x-axis, it is going to be birth. So birth is in months. So it's going to be 3 months, it's going to be 6 months, and it is going to be 9 months, 12 months, 15 months, 18 months, 21 months, 24 months. So x-axis gives you birth, which means it is going to be age. X-axis is age. And y-axis can be anything. Y-axis can be weight of the child, y-axis can be length of the child. And when it comes to length, you can practically pick any parameter. You can, assess age and weight. You can assess age and length. You can even assess age and head circumference. Still, you can use head circumference in the centimeter scale and you can still use the same chart, not a problem. So, by anthropometry, we are going to compare different parameters. Is the child is appropriate in length for his age? Is the child is appropriate in weight for the age? So, it is going to be a comparative data. Alright, so x-axis is always age and y-axis is going to be some parameter, length or weight or something, doctors. Are you clear with this? Now, this is the basic anthropometry. Now, imagine we have a kid and, this child, we are attending the child in OPD and this child is somewhat about 1 month of age, 1 year of age, we'll put it this way. The child is 1 year of age and so 1 year of age is here, right, 12 months, 1 year of age is here. For 1 year, the child is somewhat about 70 centimeters. The child is somewhat about 70 centimeters. So it's going to be 70 centimeter line here. It's going to be 70 centimeters line and 1 year age. Now the point falls here. The point is falling here. Alright. If the point is falling here, let us look at what percentile the child meets up. So this exactly falls on this curve and this is going to be 5 percentile curve. And we studied that even if it is a 5th percentile curve all the way to 75th percentile curve, it's a normal, value, which means even though the child is 70 centimeters in length at 1 year of age, this is a normal height for the child. Alright. So it is very, very easy. Only thing you need to know is which percentile curve the data is coming and fitting under. That is all, people. Point number 1. Point number 2, you just learned how to interpret this chart, isn't it? Now, point number 2.